Hello, ladies and gentlemen, goblins and dwarves, and welcome to another video. It's not, it's, it's, it's not going to be an absolute, like, from start to finish tutorial. We'll see how it goes, actually. It may end up being quite a bit of a long one, but we will see. Essentially what we're going to cover in this video is, water wheels. And how I personally like to make use of them, and my designs, my personal design of what I do for when it comes to water wheels. And I prefer to do it this way, and I will explain why I do it as we go. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to dig some sections out. So we are going to channel. And first of all, we are going to channel down. And the reason that this may end up being a little bit problematic is because of the aquifer that we have at these levels, but we will just have to, we're just going to make do as best we can. Okay, so we've got a lot of space. Okay, cool. That's what we want. So hopefully the aquifer doesn't mess with our plants too much. We'll see how it goes. So first thing is to go to the dig menu and then go to the channel section. And what we are going to do is we're going to channel a 3x3, and we're going to just channel down to there. That's all we're going to do. And for the sake of this, actually, we're just going to set this as a priority one so that our guys do not mess about. So we're just going to quickly press play. And now we're just waiting for someone to come and rush towards us. Shouldn't take too long for this to all get dug out. We've got a bit more digging to do after this anyway, so it's fine. There we go. One more to be done. Boom. Let's go down a level. And the first thing, we're going to get rid of that because I don't want that there. And we are now going to channel down to this section as well. So that'll get channeled, and that can get channeled as well. So we'll quickly press play as well. And that got done. So we will go down now to this level and we will dig along to here, and then again we will just have another 2 channels and then press play. Oops, I had it on pause. So what this essentially is going to do is we're going to eventually channel these sections out and let the river run down here. And so what we're doing is we're diverting the river. If I'm quickly, however, going to go, don't show this again, and I'm going to have a look at my bars. And we've got a few iron bars, not an awful lot, so we'll just have to make do, and no migrants this season, good stuff. What would be more ideal, potentially, is to have more iron bars, we will see. Okay, cool. And done. Nice, well that hasn't been done yet, done. There we go. So we are now down on this level, and we're going to, as you see, we've hit the aquifer. So we're going to drag it along again, and then we're going to channel even more. Hopefully they don't just, yeah, see, this is going to be a bit of a pain. Let's see if this works. There we go, that should work. Mark for digging through Dumble wall. Oh, see, it's still there. That's annoying. Control and D. See if this works. Yeah, see that works. Okay, cool. Good stuff. And then, oh, that's got rid of my channel designation. So we will just quickly designate that to be done, and also get rid of this. So the aquifer is only a light aquifer, so we'll probably be okay. We'll have to wait and see. And what we want to do is eventually get down to this sort of location here. Where are we at? We're nearly there. We've still got a few levels that we can go down, so it's okay. Not the problem. Not a problem at all. Okay, so now we're starting to get to the levels that we kind of want to be at. Maybe, yeah, we want to be down on this level, so we've got, what, a couple more to go. Basically, what we want to do is want to be down and through the aquifer. We don't want to be dealing with it at a certain level, because that's just asking for trouble, unfortunately. But we are going to just see how well we do this anyway. I don't think I've actually done this whilst I've had an aquifer, so we'll see how it works. Hopefully we end up with some sort of a working example. but we shall definitely, well, we will see. We'll find out together, essentially. How much lower have we got to go? So this one more level down, right? Yeah, one more level. This level down. Good stuff. So now we will dig out this. And let's also just dig out one more. And for the sake of just ease, we will just dig out this as well. To here. And also dig out this section. And we'll see how we go. See, now we're not at the aquifer anymore, so we shouldn't be too much. Did I say that we struck sapphire as well? I'm sure I did. We've hit green tourmalines anyway. Ah, sapphire's there. Wow, what a waste. Oh, well, it's much sad, but we will live. Let's get rid of that as well, because that's annoying me having that block there. Actually, no, we'll just leave it. Doesn't matter to me too much. And then we will, once this is dug out, we can channel it down sections like that. There we go. That's what we want. And we will dig along there as well, just to, you know, for the sake of keeping the 4x4 going. I'm happy with that. And we will also dig this out because we want a cheeky little way through, just to make our lives easier. We can build walls and stuff and make it a little bit more organized as we go, but this is it. This is the top and bottom of our plan. A very, very basic example, but it's an example all the same, and that's what matters. So it's not taken actually that long with these high designations for the dwarves to dig this all out. I've only got a population of 23 to be fair. So it's not like late game ideas. It's not necessarily like that. So it's not the worst one in the plan in the world, but there is a benefit to doing it like this. And that, oh god, there we go. You see, this is the problem of using the aquifer. Yeah, see, this is the problem with the aquifer. No, 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 no. Yeah, so this is probably going to be our benefit. So if we go to constructions and go to vertical bars, this is what we want. We will select, we will keep the building after placement, but we're going to place it, iron bars, bang. There we go. Boom, iron bars, bang. And then we're going to go iron bars, bang. What the iron bars do are, it's like they will stop. When this river gets flowing down here, they are there to just stop creatures getting through. Anything that can swim. Basically, they're going to be there to stop them from getting through, no matter what. But the water will pass through. Having the aquifer further down here is not going to cause that much of an issue in this regard, because no creatures are going to just randomly spawn. But yeah, we can see that we are going to have to be quick, because this is filling up now. You see, they're filling it up already. So we are going to encounter a few problems if we're not quick. So we're going to go to there, and then we're just going to have to deal with it as best we can in that regard. At the same time, what we are going to have to do is go here, go to the machines and fluids section, and place some gear assemblies. Let's just double check how big a water wheel is. So we go to water wheel, and we can see there, we want it there. That's good. So we can do it like this. Machines and fluids, gear assembly, boom. Oops, right, use closest material. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we'll leave it like that for now, and then we will go down to here and we will smooth this rock, because we want this rock also carved into fortifications to allow the water to run off the map. So to be honest, looking at the way this water is going with the aquifer, we probably don't need to even use the river. It's just showing you how to do it with a river. It's just make your life easier, to be fair. So we kind of want this done before the edge of the map. Just double check it is the edge of the map. Yeah, that is the edge of the map. So the water is going to hit this carved fortifications. I did not carve fortifications, did I? No. Get rid of that designation. Fortifications are the one you want, which is this one here. You want them carved into fortifications. Very, very clear. Not into fancy desert engraved So that shouldn't take your dwarves too long to do. There we go, done. So now this water, when it hits here, will run off the map and then just be forgotten about, and it's no one's problem after that. We can see now that our axles have been built, which is exactly what we wanted as well. So we go to here, go to machines and fluid, go to water wheel, and as you can see here on the left, it will say, it's basically saying you can't build here. It's saying blocked at this location, needs ground or near machine. And now what we're going to do is place it near machine. Boom. Suddenly we're allowed to build there. And done again, done again, done again, douche, douche, douche. And what you could even do as well, you could build another one here if you wanted to, which, well, we do. So we're going to do gear assembly, 1, 2, 3, there we go, and we're going to build one there. And this can even extend to be along on this other side. So we will go here, we'll build it there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's all we needed. And when we'll go to again, machines and fluids, water wheel, and now what we're going to do is we're going to select this little icon here to make the water flowing this direction. And unfortunately, we have to do it every time we click, which is a bit annoying, but you know, you get it takes a couple of seconds. It's not that bad of a problem. There. Now, as you can see here, the water isn't high enough to be able to cause the water wheels to start spinning. They are classed as inactive at the moment, and even if they do, these axles are not connected either. So you'd have to connect your axles, which is not that much of an issue. But if we go here, we can see now the water is hitting the fortifications and running off. So once this is all set up properly, this is going to generate us a lot of power. It's probably going to be generating a stupid amount of power, more than we will ever need, because the only thing I personally use power for is for the automation of like pumps and stuff. My primary use actually is this. This is my primary use. It's mist generators. It's all it is. Down into like taverns and stuff like that. But yeah, it doesn't need a lot of power at all. If we actually click on this, it says total power is 160, the total power needed is 153, and the only reason that we have 153 is because this system is turning loads of axles, loads of horizontals, and it's still being used for 4 pumps. So, because that's coming from wind power all the way on the surface, which is all the way up through here. So there's a lot of axles and stuff that's being turned. So that's the why. This is still only at 3 and 7, 2 and 7. You know, it's not really going to fill up, I don't think. We will find out when we release the river whether or not this has been a really bad idea, but hey ho. So if we go to this section, go to machines and fluids again, and we are looking for horizontal axles, because horizontal axles are the ones that we are horizontal basically. Vertical are the ones that let you go through the Z levels, so from the surface to underground essentially. That's basically them. What we also want to do is want to change this to be like this, and you can see, just like the water wheels, every time you place one down, you need to place another. You need to click the designation, the orientation again. So, yeah, oops. There we go. And you use axles for bends, which is why I put an axle here, just in case. So it's going to be connected by an axle. There. And then if we go back out, we'll go to machine and fluids again, and then we have a gear assembly. Not an axle, sorry, a gear assembly. I keep calling them axles. Now, I do have one minor concern about this when I release the river, and that's because of the aquifer as well. I think it may end up being a little bit too much water. So just to help us along with that, what we want to do is, yeah, we're going to put a pump here, I think. So we are going to dig out this section. Yeah, dig out this section. And then we're going to do this exact same thing. So we're going to dig out, maybe that's that wide. And then we're going to channel this down and have another level here, but we're going to have fortifications all the way along, extra thing. Yeah, that's the best way I think of doing it. Okay, cool. So we go now, and we can channel this section. No, we can't. And the reason we can't is because pumps take up 2. There we are. And yeah, we're going to build a wall here. And the reason we're building a wall is because screw pumps splash water. That's the reason. Slight material after placement, actually, because I don't want us using any bars for this. There we go. Go down a level, and now we can smooth this stone. Yep, that's someone's going to come rushing and start doing that. We're at 1 of 7 still, so this is probably a bit of an over precaution. A human caravan has arrived. Good stuff. But I prefer to be overcautious with stuff like this because if it threatens my entire fortress being flooded, we will we'll see. But I like overcaution, and this is only because of the aquifer. Normally this works completely fine, but we'll just have to wait and see how we are. Yeah, you can see that this water is at 3 of 7, just going 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. You know, it's still not quite high enough for the water wheels to begin turning, and the pressure's not there. So I think it's probably going to maybe rely on the river, but we will have to wait and see. So I might not have all the equipment required for a pump. So let us just go. Oh, I do. Nice. I only need the 1 pump, actually, so let's build another wall. I was going to, just build another wall. Makes it easier. Done, and do it out of stillstone. There we are. The dingo and the human or hammerman is fighting. Okay. And what we'll also do is we will get our horizontal axle and connect it up as well to that. So as we want this basically to be causing this constantly to be working, just in case the river does end up being too much water and we don't want to overflow all of our water wheels and then flood the lower section of our fortress. That's like the worst thing that we can have going on. But once this is done, that's it essentially. That's the top and bottom of it. It's very, very basic layout, but you know, the amount of power that this is going to generate should be more than enough for anything that we need. So yeah, I think you know, maybe you wouldn't need to release the river. Looking at it now that we are sort of settling at 3, maybe we would increase further to 4. But yeah, we've dug it out, so we might as well just make most of it. So now, and we put our iron bars in as our protection. So now we go to channel that. Hope our dwarf does not drown. It's a big hope. Always, dwarves are stupid. No, he's gonna drown. Oh, lucky. And then we'll get rid of that as well. You idiot. Idiot. He's dead. My dwarf is drowning. What an absolute idiot. My dwarf's dead. Yeah. Dwarves are stupid. In case we haven't covered that before, we've just killed a dwarf. He will be stuck up against the iron bars somewhere down here. Or maybe he's got swept into the river. He's dead, though, wherever he is. Poor little guy. Anyway, let's go to the bottom and we will check on our water wheel system. So this still hasn't quite filled up yet. It's still at 3 of 7. 4 of 7, there we go. So we're starting to go into the right direction. There's stuff, it is kicking off. The mule child. Okay, that sounds healthy. But if we jump up a level, we'll start to see these wheels turning shortly. There, no. They're turning. They are turning. They're only 7 of 7. That's why. There we go. The river has been released. Nice. That's what we wanted. But we will find out if it ends up releasing too quickly in just about a minute, and this could all go very wrong. Oh god. Brocus. An eliminate amulet. Nice. This is the moment of truth. As we can see, the wheels are turning. It is working, and the pump is being powered. But as soon as this hits 7, it may end up overflowing. this might end up overflowing. This is probably going to end. Oh, it's happening too quick. I think it's going to overflow. My entire fortress is going to be over. Ah! Nope. Nope. Oh, nope. Nope. The pump's doing it. The pump's doing its job. The pump's doing it. That was a good save. Oh, that was a good save. Yes, the pump is doing it. Yeah, it's stopping it. It's fighting it, isn't it? Oh, 7 of... Oh, it's still too much. It's still too much. The pump's not going to do it. The pump's not going to be enough. Maybe I should have done an extra pump. This has been filled up to 2 of 7. Actually, it's holding it back, sort of. The fortifications are still only at 1 of 7, and it should flow off the map. I suppose what you could have done is actually widen this area entirely and just have all, like, a big wide section here. Like, maybe stretch this up here down to connecting them rather than having the pump. You could have just channeled this section out, had another, like, an offload, and then have all of these walls transferred into, like, fortifications. It actually looks like it's holding, to be fair. But if we click this, we can see that the power is 1700, which is crazy. Like, you're still gonna never really run out of power with that. And even if you did, you could just do the exact same thing as we've done, is just dig out another couple of sections, another pathway, fill it in with water wheels, and then just brush it off like that and running off. So what you can do with these is just, well, the only thing I ever use them for is just generate, automate my pumps to generate my mist. So yeah, that actually worked quite well. We did lose a dwarf in the progress. He hasn't popped up yet. He's still... Is he dead? Deceased. Eat. Drinking. Wow. Eating. It was this one, wasn't it? Drink. How'd they survive? I'm sure they got swept away. I'm sure they dived in and got swept away. Maybe my eyes deceived me. But, I thought the dwarf dead. Oh well. I was happy to pay the... I'm happy to pay the price of one dead dwarf for 1700 power. Yep, and we still haven't flooded, so I think by now we would have definitely flooded. So that works, guys. And that's exactly what I do. It's safe, proven safe to use with an aquifer. So yeah, I hope that's helped, or at least been a little bit informative, guys. If you need anything, if you have any other ideas, or how you make use of water wheels, or any other designs that you might make use of, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. The reason I use this method is because it all comes down to the iron bars. Basically, it's a defensive idea. It means I'm generating my power inside my fort rather than having to transfer it, and then maybe like here with the wind power with the axles and stuff. Basically, a goblin can just walk in, which I've got a wall here, but it's just a one-way system, basically, all the way into the heart of my fortress, and then it's, you know, it's not ideal. There's probably better ways to defend this, but I could wall this off and load of stuff, but yeah, it's not fun. If we go to constructions and then vertical bars, it won't even let you build them here because it says building present, as you can see. So yeah, not fun. We attracted no migrants again. Lovely stuff. Love it when we do that. So yeah, guys, basically that's the end of the video. I hope it was informative. Bye.